second graders, it's Miss Price. You have been learning all about text features this week, and I have a book to read you about text features, and we're going to find the text features in the book. And I have a little friend here, a little chick. This is one of the third grade chicks that are visiting me at my house. And I have this little chick here with me because we're going to be reading the Chick Life Cycle. So I'm going to put Chicky down while we're reading, and then we may see him again at the end. Okay, Chicky? Can you hear him? Hi, Chicky. Alrighty, I'm back. So let's look at this book, The Chick Life Cycle. When we're looking at text features, we're looking in a nonfiction book here. So first, right away, we have a text feature here in the title, Chick Life Cycle. This tells us what we're going to be reading about. Also on the cover, as well as throughout the book, we are going to see many photographs. Now remember, photographs are real pictures. When we read nonfiction, we may see drawings, illustrations, but a lot of times we see real pictures, real photographs that tell us we're reading real information. So The Chick Life Cycle by Elizabeth Bennet. And there we see on the title page the title and another photograph. So right here at the beginning, we have something that gives us another preview of what we're going to read about. The table of contents. It tells us the chapters. Chapter 1, chicks and eggs. Chapter 2, an egg is laid. We get a preview about what we're going to read about and what page number each one is going to be on the table of contents. So now we're going to begin reading Chapter 1, Chicks and Chickens. This chapter title is giving us a heading. It's giving us more information to give us a clue that next we're going to read about chicks and chickens to help us to predict our reading. We're also going to see more photographs. Cheep, cheep, cluck, cluck. This book will tell you all about chicks and chickens. And then look at the photographs on the next page. There are some labels. Rooster, hen, chicks. The labels give us names for these different things. So we're going to identify those labels there. A baby chicken is called a chick. An adult female chicken is called a hen. And an adult male chicken is called a rooster. So we read about that in our words, but the picture, that photograph there, helps us to better understand our reading. These pictures show 7 breeds of chickens. How is each one different? So I'm going to read the names of these, and I want you to look at the pictures. Buff Brahma, I think. Even teachers sometimes get mixed up with words that aren't familiar. White lace, red Cornish, silver Campine, white leghorn, Derby redcap, Dominique, and red Hampshire red. So you can get a look at all those different kinds of chickens. Not all chickens look the same. There are more than 100 breeds of chickens in the world. All of the chickens in one breed have feathers with the same color pattern. Now, we see a text feature right here. It has a title, Parts of a Chicken, and it's showing me all the parts. It's labeled tail feathers, wing, claw, wattle, beak, and comb. This is does anyone know it? It is a diagram. There is a diagram of a chicken, a picture that shows us the different parts of something. This picture shows the main parts of an adult chicken. Chickens have feathers and wings, but they cannot fly very far. They get around by walking. And we have a great picture there up close of a chicken. Both hens and roosters have red combs and wattles, but chickens do not start out looking this way. Let's learn about their life cycle to see how they grow and change. And you've already learned about life cycle some in 2nd grade. Chapter 2, an egg is laid. We see another heading. See this hen? She is laying an egg. Most hens lay 1 or 2 eggs a day. If the egg has been fertilized by a rooster, a chicken begins to grow inside. And then we have some fun facts in this book. If an egg has not been fertilized, then a chick does not grow inside. These are the eggs we eat for breakfast. So those eggs we buy in the grocery store, those aren't eggs that have baby chicks growing inside. Now you're going to see inside the egg. Don't get creeped out. Now inside the egg, under this heading, inside the egg, we have some subheadings that tell us what's happening. Day 1, 5 days, 9 days, and 21 days. So I'm going to put this subheading right here on the side so it doesn't cover up our picture, so then you can see. Let's peek inside a fertilized egg. Day 1, the tiny red dot in this egg means a baby chick will grow inside. 5 days, the chick to be is growing. At this point, it is called an embryo. 9 days, the embryo continues to grow and change. Can you see a little eye? 21 days, now the baby chick looks like a bird. It is almost ready to hatch. It takes about 3 weeks for the egg to develop into a chick. You can see each of those pictures, even though some of them might look, a little bit gross. But that's just what the chick looks like as it grows. Chapter 3, time to hatch. Look, we see another heading here. A hen sits on her eggs until it's time for them to hatch. She keeps them nice and warm. This is called incubation. Do you see that word incubation is in bold? It's a bold word. That tells me that might be a new word. It's an important word right here. And there's somewhere I can look in nonfiction books to help me with words that might be new or that will be in bold. It's something at the end of the book. Do you remember what it's called? Let's turn all the way to the end. There is the glossary. The glossary is just like a little dictionary at the end of the book. And I can find that word, incubation, in the glossary, and I can read it. Eggs are kept warm until they are ready to hatch. That gives me the information so I can understand what that word means. When a chick is ready to be born, it uses its egg tooth to break through the shell. Then up here I have another picture that shows the egg tooth, and there is a caption with it. There are words with that picture to tell me what's happening in the picture. So here, these words are called the caption. There's the caption, are these words that go with the picture to tell me more about the picture. The lump on a chick's beak is called an egg tooth. And you can see that label for the egg tooth pointing at it in that caption. Peck, peck, peck. The chick pecks small holes around the egg. Then it uses its head to push open the shell. Fun fact, chick eggs can be white or brown. The chick keeps pecking and pushing. At last, the tired chick is out of its egg. Welcome to the world. It takes most chicks about 5 hours to hatch from their eggs. Growing up is our next heading, and you can see that little baby chick right after it's hatched. When a chick is first born, it doesn't look so cute. It's very wet and sticky. But soon the feathers dry and become fluffy. This yellow fluff is called down. And those are like that little chick I had with me that you could see so fluffy. A group of newborn chicks is called a brood. There's another picture with a caption, the words telling me more about the picture. Chicks eat feed, which is a mixture of grains. It helps them grow strong. A new chick explores the world with its mother and fellow chicks. There is much to discover. The little chick gets bigger and bigger. It learns to make a cheeping sound. This helps the chick's mother find it. Cheep, cheep. A 5-month-old female chicken is old enough to lay eggs. That was our fun fact. And then we see a chick that looks a little different. In a few weeks, the chick sprouts feathers and a tiny red comb and wattle. In a few months, it will be all grown up. Excellent! And then again, we see the glossary in the back of the book, that little dictionary to give us the meaning of words that were in bold in the book. Now, not every text feature that you have learned about is in every book. So in this book we read, there wasn't an index, there weren't any maps or graphs or charts, but we saw a lot of the text features you've been learning about in Chick Life Cycle. And I have a surprise for you before you go. Look who I have here, little chickie friends. They said thank you for learning all about our life cycle. See you later, second graders.